Hello, my name is Elena. I'm going to tell you a little brief story about my life because we don't have that much time.
I'm sorry.
I'm 38 years old. I come from a dysfunctional family and a large family. You can honestly say I was actually born into this kind of lifestyle because of my two parents are both heroin addicts until this day. They're still in their addiction. With my father 14, my mother 13. And my grandmother was a main heroin supplier of this particular area that my parents grew up in. So all my life I was surrounded by addicts and seen a lot of stuff and heard a lot of stuff growing up. When I got institutionalized at the age of 9 because there's a lot of sexual abuse going on in the family as far as myself and two of my other siblings were getting sexual abuse by our aunt and our uncle due to their heroin addiction. And when we chose to tell our parents about it, they chose to look the other way and run to the heroin before they listened to their kids. So my cousin took it upon herself to take it to school and tell one of her counselors at school what was going on in the home. And then shortly after that, we were removed and placed in, I grew up in every girls' home throughout Los Angeles County, every foster home. I've been to McLaren Hall, been to every juvenile hall. And at the age of 13, I was already addicted to methamphetamine and PCP. I already had tattoos all over my face, my neck, and my hands. I was already running the streets and doing everything I had to do to survive out there in the streets and belittled myself. I degraded myself and everything that I had to do to survive as a young kid growing up. I never made it to a high school, never seen the inside of a high school. All my schooling was behind the walls in juvenile hall, or if I stood long enough in a girls' home, I would get my schooling there. And at the age of 18, well actually 17, I was picked up a case and I was tried as an adult. At the age of 18, I was sitting in CIW State Penitentiary for women. I went in there with a 4-year sentence, came out 8 years later. I did 18 months of that in solitary confinement. And at the age of 17, I was already a teenage mother. I had 2 boys. They're 1 and 2. They're 18 and 19 now. Since I've been a part of Homeboy Industries, they barely came into my life last year. And since I've been a part of Homeboys, I've gotten all my tattoos taken off on my face, on my hands, my chest, and my neck. And I currently been working on myself. And what made me change my life was I experienced a very harsh and brutal experience out there as far as pushing a lot of dope, running with all my ex-friends and all I could call them acquaintances because I don't have no friends. They're all acquaintances. This individual that I trusted growing up, I met her in a girls' home, and we used to run away together. And every time we'd get busted and meet up in a girls' home again, we'd run away. Well, I continued to have that friendship with her all these years growing up, and she betrayed me as well as my mother betrayed me as well growing up. Every time I had that chance to run away, I'd go find my mother. And one time I found my mother is when she was very sick because of the heroin, and she betrayed me. She betrayed me by giving her only daughter's body in trades of drugs. She traded me for heroin to her drug connection. So I was betrayed, and I had a lot of anger and hate towards females. And so, and as the years growing up, and what changed my life is this individual female, she had me set up. I was kidnapped, I was raped, I was beaten, I was left for dead in 2000. And that's shortly after that I got arrested, and that's what changed my life, that I knew that something had to change within myself because nobody was going to do it for me. And when I say that, you know, I was betrayed, I've been betrayed all my life by my parents. Individual. I almost, by the grace of God, I'm here telling my story, and I go out and speak all over. I go to the juvenile halls, I go to the camps, and I go and tell my life story and what I experienced out there because it ain't worth it. It ain't worth losing everything that I had, and I really didn't have anything but myself out there on the streets. And now I've been at Homeboys since 2007. Back and forth. I still got a lot of work to do on myself. I see a therapist there. I do everything I have to do to make myself better. And hopefully by telling my story and sharing my strength and everything that I went through, my struggles in life, that I can touch one individual out there that will go the right way and think twice about their decisions. Thank you for letting me talk.